Welcome back. In this video, we will learn about Elastic Load Balancer, also called ELB. This is an introduction to AWS Elastic Load Balancer. Let's start with what is Load Balancer. Load balancers are servers that forward traffic to multiple servers, for example, forwarding requests to multiple EC2 instances. As you can notice in this diagram, that the load balancer forwards user requests to multiple EC2 instances. The next question is why we use a load balancer. Load balancer is an excellent architectural choice to manage the scalability and high availability of your applications. Load balancers spread the load across multiple downstream instances. They help expose a single point of access to your applications. Load balancers also provide SSL termination for your websites. Load balancers can enforce stickiness with cookies, which helps session management when applications are deployed on multiple servers. Load balancers can handle failures of downstream instances seamlessly. Load balancers also does regular health checks of downstream instances. Load balancers helps provide high availability for your deployed applications by forwarding traffic to healthy instances. So we looked at what is a load balancer, and why do we need a load balancer? Now let's talk about AWS Elastic Load Balancer. AWS Elastic Load Balancer automatically distributes incoming traffic across multiple targets in one or more availability zones on EC2 instances, containers, and IP addresses. In other words, if you need a highly scalable and highly available systems on AWS, you need to deploy your applications on multiple servers and in multiple AZs. In this architecture, you put ELB in front of these servers, and ELB will take care of forwarding the incoming requests to multiple downstream servers. Let's continue our discussion further about Elastic Load Balancer, which is also called ELB. An Elastic Load Balancer, or ELB, is a managed load balancer. Since it is a managed load balancer, AWS takes responsibility for upgrades, maintenance, and high availability. There are a few configuration knobs available to make changes in the default configuration. But you can set up your own load balancer. It can cost less. However, setting up your own load balancer takes much effort. The Elastic Load Balancer is integrated with many services. For example, it is integrated with EC2, EC2 Auto-Scaling Group, CloudWatch, AWS Global Accelerator, Amazon ECS, AWS Certificate Manager, Route 53, and AWS Web Application Firewall. Let's talk about one of the features of load balancers, which is about how the load balancer would make sure to not send traffic to a target if the target is not healthy to process requests. The term here is health check. Health checks are extremely critical for load balancers. The health check enables the load balancer to find out if the target it forwards traffic to is healthy or not, means if it is available to process the requests or not. Let's see how health check is done by load balancers. The health check is done using TCP, HTTP, HTTPS, and SSL protocol, and you can use any port in the range of 1 to 65,535. The default for a web application is HTTP on port 80 and a path of /index.html. If the response received is not OK, then a target is considered to be unhealthy. By monitoring the health of its registered targets, it routes traffic only to the healthy target. The Elastic Load Balancer can scale out and scale in as incoming traffic changes, or in other words, traffic increases or decreases over time. There are different types of Elastic Load Balancers. These are Application Load Balancer, Network Load Balancer, Gateway Load Balancer, and Classic Load Balancer. The type of Elastic Load Balancer you select depends on your need. Select the one that best fits your requirements.